news. President Julius Maada Bio of Sierra Leone is the new chairman of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government, taking over from President Bola Tinubu, who held the position for 2 terms. The handing over was at the 67th Ordinary Session of the authority in Abuja.
I remain confident that with the continued cooperation of all its members, ECOWAS will scale over greater heights in our collective pursuit of peace, security, stability, and prosperity for our people and for our region.
ECOWAS must reform itself and become more transparent, efficient, and responsive to its people's needs.
President Bola Tinubu has expressed anguish over the suicide bombing in Konduga, Borno State at the weekend. The president, in a statement, mourned those who lost their lives, describing the attack as cowardly. He urged security agencies to double their efforts in routing remnants of the Boko Haram insurgents who resort to attacks on soft targets as a diversionary tactic. President Tinubu condoled with the government and people of Borno State over the incident and directed the National Emergency Management Agency to support survivors. Meanwhile, the president also sympathized with the families of those killed or injured by an explosion on Saturday morning in Kano. The explosion at the scrap metal factory affected 15 people, with 5 of them losing their lives. A recent comment made by Sule Lamido, former governor of Jigawa State, in which he accused President Bola Tinubu of supporting the annulment of the June 12, 1993 presidential election, has been debunked by the presidency. Sule Lamido's claims that Tinubu's mother, late Abibatu Mogaji, mobilized market women to back the annulment were allegations described as false. But rather, Lamido, as secretary of the Social Democratic Party, the party whose candidate MKO Abiola won the June 12 election, was among those who failed to oppose the military's injustice, while Senator Bola Tinubu stood firm even before late General Abacha dissolved the political parties and all democratic institutions, including the National Assembly on November 17, 1993, following his coup. Bayo Nonuga, special advisor to the President, Information and Strategy, in a press release says President Bola Tinubu and other Democrats played a crucial role by opposing the June 12, 1993 election and advised Lamido to check his facts before going to the press. President Tinubu, he says, was and remains a steadfast advocate for democracy. The National Assembly has assured Nigerians and the international community of an inclusive and far-reaching constitution alteration process that will address citizens' aspirations and deepen democracy in Nigeria. Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives Benjamin Kalu stated this at a dialogue with the diplomatic community at the National Assembly. Kalu, who chairs the House Committee on Constitution Review, also sought interparliamentary cooperation and technical expertise from the international community to enrich Nigeria's constitution reforms.
To engage with us, share your experiences, and join us on this journey of constitutional renewal. Together we can craft a constitutional framework that not only addresses Nigeria's current challenges, but also anticipates future needs and aspirations.
After 7 decades of profound contributions to national development, journalists in the country now have a renewed task of promoting Nigeria's narrative first in the face of modern realities. This was central at the celebration of journalistic excellence, book presentation, and the future of the media at Nigeria Union of Journalists at 70.
The media not only honors the sacrifices that battered our democracy, but also helps to promote national cohesion and public trust in democratic institutions.
A 43-year-old female makeup artist was arrested by the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency at the Murtala Muhammed International Airport in Ikeja, Lagos. The suspect, who claimed to be traveling to India for a fibroid surgery, had cocaine factory-fitted in her bag. Additional NDLEA operatives intercepted 1 million pills of opioids in Bauchi while raiding provision stores in Edo. And those are the highlights of the news at this time. Good Morning Nigeria continues shortly with Ademola and Jume after this commercial break.